Hi everyone, Steve here with etrailer.com. Today we're looking together at our Velit 2000U underbench RV AC with remote, and it's an 8,000 BTU power, runs on 12 volts of DC current. It's a black color, and this is going to give you the complete system. So a lot of stuff here on the table today, folks. I do want to throw up an image of everything pretty much kind of installed, quote unquote. This is just a picture we took here in the photo department of all the vents connected, the wiring, those kind of things. And then on the one side there, you can kind of see the main box there, if you will, the thermostat, where you can go up or down and change the settings and whatnot. So I want to kind of show you that up front just so you get an idea of what all you're getting here. So traditional 110 volt ACs just aren't going to cut it if you're going off grid or boondocking and those kind of things. So you're going to need a huge inverter, soft start, and even more than that, your battery time is going to be limited. So this AC unit, you can skip all that. It works off DC power. It gives you a high efficiency twin rotor compressor inside of here, and that's going to keep cool air flowing without having to burn through your camper, vans, battery, those kind of things. So whether you're parked in the desert for long periods of time, deep in the woods, or just up in the mountains even, it's going to keep things nice and comfy for a much longer time than those batteries and stuff would. So again, you're not gonna have to cut your trip short. So again, 8,000 BTUs of power. It's gonna efficiently cool pretty much Class B camper vans, trailers, or overlanding vehicles, those kind of things. And it's gonna keep your roof free. So that's gonna give you more space for more solar powers and those kind of things. So this would mount under a bench or a bunk even and give you that extra space still on the roof. And as I mentioned, it is built for off-grid living, and that twin rotor compressor I talked about. It not only keeps energy use low on long trips, but the brushless fan inside of here is gonna emit basically a soft hum, no louder than maybe like light rain on your roof is about the sound of this. So very, very impressive as far as the sound. I wish I could hook this up and show you just how quiet it is, but I can't, unfortunately, in the studio. But it is super, super quiet. I was really impressed when I heard it outside when the guys were installing a couple of these earlier this week. So you have 3 simple ways to adjust this. You can use the included remote control, or you have external controls on the main control unit here, or you also have external controls as well. And this guy even doubles as a humidifier and lets you add ductwork, which is included. So I'm gonna go ahead and move some of these and pull them off the table. Excuse me, I dropped a part of that. And this guy here has that vent on there, and you can open or close this as needed, much like inside of a vehicle or something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and move these off my table. And you're also going to get your intake and your exhaust. And I'm going to go ahead and move those off the table as well. And these would connect around the back side, those bigger ones. So up front, these 2 holes, those were those first long black hoses I was showing you. You also have 2 cutouts up here. I don't know how you can see them there and there. And you could potentially have those vents come out there instead of there if you so choose. And spinning this around, you can see just how nice and quiet it's going to be with that insulation on top of everything. And then coming towards the back, now you have your main hookups for the exhaust and the intake, and those are labeled exhaust, intake, and you even have the power connector. If you've ever done winch connectors, this is basically the same size and the same style of connector. You get an impressive 6 foot of cord here, maybe even a little bit longer, just depends on how long they put in your particular kit. There we go. And everything here is included. And then of course you have mounting hardware. You got some brackets. And then you got cable ties and some pads there with some double-sided adhesive to help stuff not slide around once it is installed. And then on top of here, you've got a bunch of these straps that run down the full length of this and go around it. And you can unclip those and then take this protective layer, this insulation, the sound dampener off as well. You've got the drain hose here in the front. It just kind of stores up here for shipping, so I left it up there. And again, you have onboard controls, external control box, and even a remote. So a nice little unit. We do carry these in different size BTUs as well. So if this 8,000 BTU is not big enough for you, check out our other options. Real quick, some dimensions. I got 23 3/4 inches long, and that was just from the box insulation, front to back. I did not include these little pop-outs here in the front for the little vents. I did not include those in that measurement. On a height, I got 12 3/8 inches tall overall. And on a width, I got 16 1/4 inches wide. So again, folks, it's gonna look something more or less like this. And again, you can install it under the bench or maybe even under a bed or something, just depends on where you have space, and that's gonna keep your roof free. This is the Velit 2000U Underbench RC. I'm Steven, thanks for watching.